Hey, what is up, guys? Alright, going through a quad workout that I recently done at the all-new World Gym Chullora. This is one of the best gyms that I've trained at. It's probably only about 2 months old now, but loaded with some really good equipment that we'll get into later. But at the moment, with my leg training, it's mostly about the squats, and this is the low bar squat. So I've gone back to wearing the shoes, so the elevated heels. I was trying to do squats with the Vibrams, and was just was so much harder. And with the shoes on, just gives you that the less work that you have to do at the ankle joint, so it helps to keep me a lot more stable with my squat. So working mostly on strength, so keeping the weight, the reps pretty low. I've been working with my physio, the bodybuilding physio Paul Zaitis at Pato Performance, and have picked up some really good tips on technique, and have been working hard lately on trying to progressively overload and get a little bit stronger. So I'm not used to this sort of training. I'm used to doing a lot higher reps, and that's why the weights were always a bit lighter. But now I'm trying to see if I can get a little bit stronger at the squat each week. So building up in weight, I worked up to 150 kilos just for one rep. So that's something that I've never done before. I would have always stopped at, say, about 5 reps. But just trying to get the nervous system used to lifting a little bit heavier weights has seemed to help, and given me some new goals with my training. So here we are with 120 kilos and in relatively good control here. So this is normally the sort of weight that I stop at and try and work at for 5 or 6 reps, but in this workout kept going up. So next weight is 130, and getting about 5 reps still with this weight, but this is where it really starts to get heavy for me. So the main thing that I'm trying to concentrate on is trying to drive my knees out as much as possible. So it's trying to spread the floor and drive my knees out, and really strengthen up the VMO and the abductors of the legs, which are a little bit on the weak side. So still in good control with this weight, starting to show a little bit of breakdown in technique, but still pretty good. So now up to 140, and this is a weight that I was, before my operation, was probably getting about 5 or 6 reps with, but the form wasn't as good as what I would like it to be. So these 3 reps here are in pretty good control. I was pretty happy with this, and able to go up that little bit more. So getting 3 reps with a weight that I can probably get 5 or 6 reps is a little bit a different mentality to me, but we're really just working on the technique and trying to improve each week. So next week maybe go 142 or 145 for 3 reps, and just try and progressively overload over time. So this is the 150, and got it pretty easily. So was happy with that and gave it another go after this. So still, because of the operation was probably 5 months ago, so still a little bit careful not to go too crazy with the weights, but was happy with this. Was in pretty good control. It's been a long time since I've had this sort of weight on my back, so it was a pretty good result. And then after that, back down to 110 kilos. So now I was focusing more on reps, so trying to get about 8 to 12 reps here. I think this workout I only got 8 reps, but do about 3 sets of this back down work, so with this kind of weight, and this is where most of the work really is done. So the nervous system's all fired up, so this weight feels pretty good now, and that's the sort of weight that I want to push through and work at. think this is where most of the workout is with this sort of weight, and hopefully next week progress this up to about 115 kilos. So each week try and add a little bit more to the bar, providing that my technique is the same and is all good each workout. The main thing I look at with technique is basically how stable my pelvis is with each rep. So here it's pretty good. It's not 100%, but it's good enough. So definitely don't want any butt wink or anything going on which is going to load the spine too much. So then after that, back down to this Watson leverage squat. So this is a new piece that they've got at World Gym Chullora from Watson, and Watson are always the best equipment. So this is a beautiful squat machine, kind of like a pendulum squat that you find at other gyms. It's really comfortable. It's got a lot of different, it's got a big platform, so you can sort of manipulate your foot position and change it around so you can target different areas of your legs. So here I'm getting a little bit of quads and a little bit of glutes as well with this angle. So I wasn't 100% sure what kind of weights to use with this machine, so I was kind of feeling things out. Ideally I'd like my last set to be about 6 to 8 reps. So after this I think I did one more set with about 3 plates a side. Can't remember exactly how many reps I get, but I think it was a bit more than 6 to 8, probably more 8 to 10. So we'll know for next time the kind of weights that I need to use on this machine, but felt really good. So definitely going to give it another go next time I train there. And just thinking about the same thing as the squats, so trying to drive the knees out and get that the VMO or the teardrop near the knee a little bit bigger and stronger. So then after that, this is another Watson piece that they've got at World Gym Chullora. It's the vertical leg press. There's a lot of different adjustments that you can sort of make that help you fit in the machine properly. So this is the first time I use this machine again, but as you can see, getting a lot of a great range of motion. So I'm getting a lot of quads and a lot of glutes with this movement. So only going light just to sort of figure out where the best spot for me was with this machine, but it's a beautiful machine. Might take a bit of getting used to find exactly the right position to be into, but nevertheless really smashes both the quads and the glutes. So once I was able to find a good position where I was comfortable, I was able to load it up a little bit more, and as you can see from a different angle here, the range of motion is very good for both hips and the quads, so glutes and the quads. Just got to be careful not to round the spine with the weight coming down, so you want to be a little bit conservative with the weight. But as you can see there, I'm just getting to the point where the pelvis is starting to move a little bit with this kind of weight. Then after that, it's on to the hip thrust. This is an Arsenal strength hip thrust, and this one's a really tough one. I found this really hard, so I just throw this in at the end just because this is an exercise where I really suck at. So trying to get a little bit better and a bit better at the glutes, getting the contraction of the glutes. So I always try and throw this in as much as I can, the old hip thrust. So that's my workout, and hopefully catch you guys again soon.